Well, good morning again. Today's the next day. Um, I'm here at the customer's backyard. He had the gate open for me and everything when I got here. So that was nice of him. Saves me time. Yeah, I brought on my tools. I brought my chainsaw, my rake, my wheelbarrow. I was able to drive the truck as you can see all the way here. So all these trees along the fence, we're going to get rid of them. We're going to cut them down and it goes all the way around the perimeter. So let's begin. Let's start the chainsaw. Let's see how it cuts. Yesterday, I sharpened the top plates with a file. Let's see how it cuts. Yeah, this is not hard wood, or I don't think it is. So I should slice through it like butter. But you never know. You never know. So let's do it. I'm putting y'all on top of the table here. Let's start over here. So as you can see, I got my gloves. I'm gonna put my hearing protection. I got my hat to give me good luck and strength. I did wake up, not wake up, but I did come to the job a little later because since I'm gonna be primarily using the chainsaw and making a lot of noise, I decided I think it's like 9 a.m. right now or 8:30 or something. So I didn't come as early as I normally start working, which is like 7:30 a.m. I did modify my saw yesterday for more throttle response and a little bit more power. So I mean, the saw for this job ain't gonna need more power. It's just gonna need more cutting. I did bring my file just in case I gotta file the top plates on the cutting teeth. I do notice that on the chain, the top plate is a little worn. So the top plate is supposed to go like that, but it's a little worn on the top. It got a little worn. So let's see if it wants to dig in. Let's see if it wants to dig in. Like I said, this is not hard stuff, so it should cut through it easily. I shouldn't have any issue. All right. Decompression. Pop. Feel the power from the hat. let's change this chain. This is junk. It just doesn't. It doesn't dig in. You know. Let me get the other chain that is a little better. It just it doesn't dig in. You know, that's the issue. You fighting it, but it don't dig in. It's just, you know, pathetic. It just doesn't dig in. You know, that's the issue. You lay on it and it starts to smoke. I gotta cut all this up in little pieces so that it all fits, you know. I want to try to make just one trip. Well, actually, those over there are pretty big. Ow, damn it. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to struggle cutting these things up, you know. I don't want to be struggling because that's what's going to make me waste more energy struggling to cut this thing. Let me change this chain real quick because I know this one cuts in a little better. Still junk. Because, man, if I have to buy a new freaking chain every time I'm going to do a chainsaw job, I'm going to have to factor in that amount, that expense. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to factor in that expense. I was hoping this thing would dig in better, you know, after the filing I gave it and everything. Absolute worthless. It just doesn't dig in. There's a lot of crap here on the ground. Here we go, the chainsaw puzzle to get this thing untangled. Just and I got a job where I gotta cut a big stump. I already see myself buying a brand new chain just to cut that thing because if I have to cut with these piece of junk chains that I try to sharpen or whatever, they don't cut. It's gonna kill me there. You know, I'm gonna have to go to the store and you know. Honestly, I'm getting tired of all these chains. I have three chains, and I don't think, and I like none of them are cutting good. I'm getting pretty tired of that. It's ridiculous, man. Come on. How am I supposed to be productive? They say, "Oh, semi chisel lasts you longer." All this nonsense that they talk about, it's a bunch of BS. You you burn them up or whatever the chain, and then to get it to cut again the same, it's like once it doesn't dig in, it's worthless. And then you buy a dumb little sharpening kit, it doesn't do nothing because the top plate wears out on top, so it goes like this. Even though you sharpen it, it's it slides up. It don't dig in. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing because it doesn't dig in. So you just put the chain there, and it's just going. It's smoking. It's not digging in. That's what I noticed. So what's the point? You're not even cutting. You can probably use a freaking machete and do it faster. It's like you're burning fuel, you're burning oil, and you're not doing anything. Stupid. Let me see if you can see. You know? And all it does is piss you off. Stupid. You can see this one's cutting a little better, but nothing how it should. It should dig in more. It's cutting a little better, but I'm just gonna have to keep using that dumb chain. I'm already seeing that for that job that I have to cut that big palm trunk. I'm gonna go buy a new chain. I'm gonna buy the 2 pack. 2 pack. Yeah, forget that. I ain't gonna be messing around, struggling. I ain't gonna be messing around, struggling with that. I'm just gonna fork out the money. I don't know. Them vines are dying because I had sprayed them. I had sprayed all this junk with a herbicide. You see, I sprayed all this junk. Let's get these two little suckers over here. Let's get these two little suckers over here. You can see. I guess the technique that I'm going to use is not not accelerate the saw too much so the chain doesn't overheat on me and it burns out what little cutting power I have, you know? So I'm basically taking them out one by one. I'm basically taking them out one by one. So I'm just taking my time, you know. I'm not rushing myself. Yeah, let's get this guy. Freaking! I noticed that when you have to cut sideways, it's not easy cutting sideways because you can't apply your power. So it makes you struggle more. It makes you exert more energy, and yeah, it sucks. You know, it makes you struggle, work more, get more tired or whatever. Especially when the stupid chain doesn't cut good. Okay, so that's good news. In this corner of the fence, you see we've taken them all out to there. Um, let's get these guys that are here. Let's get them suckers. Let me keep y'all over here. Um, um, honestly, are you, okay? You can hear. I'm recording. Um, I'm just going to be taking them out one by one. Um, I like how the poor owner, um, when I told him how much I was going to charge him, he was like, he was shocked. Yeah, because not because I charged him too much, because I was reasonable with him, because he is a older gentleman, and I just taking care of him. So I like how he got happy. Uh, yeah, I'm not here to abuse from people. I'm here to help them. So yeah, I didn't charge him too much for this work, but so it's worth it, that they feel happy. Let's just keep going down the line. Okay, it seems like the chain is cutting a little bit better, as you can see. Um, it's starting to dig in. I'm just gonna keep hoping that it, I guess, self sharpens or whatever. But I'm also trying to conserve my fuel and oil. Yeah, let's keep at it. Let's keep at it though. Yeah, let me bring you out so y'all can see me dumping that junk. As you can see, I'm taking a little time to clean out the fence line for him. Um, because like I said, the time not last time, but before that, or before that, I forgot. I had sprayed some herbicide on them vines going up on his fence. You know, that's why they're. You see that they're dead. All right, let's continue cutting them suckers up. Let me give you a closer. As you can see, we've been cutting them suckers up, cutting them up in little pieces. Let me see if this is a good view. Uh, can y'all see? Sort of. Let me see. Oh yeah. Okay. I closed the fence to expose his other little buddies. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm just going one by one. Remember, my chain sucks, so I'm just dealing with what I got. Okay, let me check my fuel level. Yeah, it's like halfway, a little bit halfway, or a little bit below halfway. Yeah, yeah. Let's put chain oil in this thing. Let's put chain oil. Okay, I paused you for a little bit because basically, you see, we got all these suckers out of here. We left it clean. We cleaned the fence a little bit for him. So, yeah, you can see we left this side clean. No more trees. Okay, so he wants me to pick up this pile of 2x4s for him and haul it off. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Let me see. Let me put you where you can get the whole view of me putting it in the truck. So I'm gonna get that little pile. Let me set y'all up here. I'm putting you up on top of these bricks. It's like the perfect. Yeah, I'm just gonna haul off all that wood. You know, you just gotta make people happy. You know. That's what it's all about. Making them happy. You know. I'm breaking it up so I can fit it easier. So, you know. everything is rotted already, so it makes it easier for me to break it up. Easier for me. You know what because I brought my wheelbarrow, but I'm gonna make my life easier, my job easier. Let me move this table so I can, because I believe I can actually drive my truck back there. I could swing it around and go right to the bush like I was here, so I don't have to be wheelbarrowing all that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, I was able to drive the truck all the way to the other side. See, we're gonna get all this down, all this junk. But first, let's do the little ones on this side. We still got quite a bit to cut down. Let me start cutting these guys up. Let me see if I could prop you up here on the wood on the truck as I cut them down. Yeah, I think that's pretty good view. I put fuel and bar oil on the thing, on the chain, on the chainsaw. Should be able to stay there. If you fall, I'll pick you up. One at a time, one at a time. That's what we're doing. Cutting them up, small pieces, so that they fit, so that I can haul it all off in one trip. Because it's quite a bit, a little. By the way, um, see, see, these things have a white flower. They're very beautiful. In in a little while, woo, in a little while, when the truck gets more full, we're gonna get up on it. Get up on it. Get up on it. Why don't you get up on it? Why don't you get up on it? Thank you, Rooster. We're gonna get up on it. Later on, we're gonna get up on it.
I'm such a goofball. Yeah, the poor customer. He goes, "Well, I think you saw him in the on the screen. Yeah, he's an old gentleman." Um, he goes, "That's all. That's all you're gonna charge me?" I said, "Yes." He smiled. He got happy. Yeah, and it really made my day. You know. That's all you're gonna charge me? Yeah, my brother. Because I'm here to make you happy. Oh man, I killed myself. I said, "Yeah, your smile was worth it all." Oh, did I surprise you? You see? Y'all weren't expecting that. See? Y'all weren't expecting that. Gotcha. I gotcha. Y'all were saying this guy's a little pansy. This guy's a little pansy. The thing is, my bones weren't warmed up yet, you know? You know? You gotta warm up the body. Um, Plus, I have a very light breakfast. Let's get that little sucker. There's one hiding over there on the other side of the fence. Let me go get him. I got him. Okay. We got four little suckers on this side. well, I forgot that I can swivel the. Let's do that. I can swivel you. Whoop. Let me see. Trust me, I'm still learning to be a cameraman. Yeah, you see these guys? You see them? They're kind of tall. They're like 7 feet tall, but they're not too thick. I'll get through them, chop them up in little pieces, and continue. And then later on, we're gonna get up on it. We're gonna celebrate the victory of the upkeeper custodian. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me get Mr. Chainsaw. These this decompression valve really comes in handy. So I can, as you can see, I start the saw standing up, but I always put the chain brake so it doesn't come up on me. Come up on me, don't come up on me. But you know what I mean? It's pretty handy. Some chainsaws don't have that feature. This one does. Yeah. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just doing it one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. Let me cut them up on top of the truck. I think it's a little easier, so I don't have to be, picking up so much junk, back and forth. I always try to use my brain when I work. I always try to use my brain. Chop up on it. I'ma chop up on it. Oh man. I'ma chop up on it. Water break. When you're working, you want to stay well hydrated. Well, we're coming along real good, you know? I'm happy. Yeah. So basically, later on, um, I go dump all this. Let's continue uh, getting their trunks chopped up. Yeah. As you can see, I'm chopping it up into very small pieces. Yeah, That's how I carry. Um, that's how I can carry a lot of stuff. I chop it up in small pieces. That's the way I do it. Plus, this truck can actually haul a pretty good amount of junk up on it. Oh man, I make myself laugh the stupid things that I come up with. Junk up on it. But it's funny though. It's funny. Now I got that theme, jump up on it. I got that theme going. So I'm making jokes about it. Yeah, I'm trying to set you up at the right height so y'all can see better. Yeah. See, I try to give you the best experience. Doesn't it just look beautiful? Like, the scenery, the golden green color, chameleon green, the sun blaring, the white fence in the background, the upkeeper custodian using his chainsaw, entertaining you, bringing you along for the joyous experience out in the field. You can hear the birds chirping. Listen. Yeah, maybe I can make one of those channels, bird chirping channels. Yeah, people love all types of weird stuff. All right. You know what we're going to do? Let's get back on it. Let's get on it. Let's get on it. Let's get on it. Why don't you start it up on it? Okay. Oil check. oil and fuel check time, because this puppy, even though I'm not wailing on it, it sucks it up. It's a little oil drinker, you see? Well, it's kind of halfway, but I like to maintain it full, you know? So we're gonna feed it what it needs. I'll show you the lubrication that I'm using. You see it? It's about halfway, but I'm gonna fill it anyway. And on the process, I'm gonna spill some too. One thing I'm learning, you don't want to tighten these caps. Just put them loosely, because when you go to open them or when you're operating, um, yeah, we still got fuel, but it ain't gonna hurt it. Might as well. We haven't burned too much because we haven't been going too hard on it. Too hard on it. Don't be too hard on it. Okay, let me show you what we have done. We cleared up this fence line. As you can see, the trunks of these, it has pipe. See right there, that's a piece of pipe. That's a piece of pipe. That's a piece of pipe. There's a piece of metal pipe right there. They put them to protect the trunks. See, that's pipe. When you a line trim, string trim. So yeah, that's staying there. But as you can see, we cleaned out this fence. But now we got these bad boys over here. Um, Let me actually put the truck this way now. Let me put the truck this way so I have close access to get to these guys. That's what I'm gonna do. Watch me now. All right, let's cut these suckers up. Let me see your view. Yeah, or let me show you the top what they look like. You see? Let me show you these. These are bigger and fuller. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 9 of them. Yeah, 9 or 10. These guys are like 9. These are actually like 9 feet tall, 10 feet tall, easy. Yeah, 10 feet tall. We're gonna bring them down, and all that. That's why you can see why I was chopping everything up in little pieces, because I need to fit all these guys up here. Cause I ain't coming back, homeboy. I ain't coming. I ain't making a second trip. One trip, and I'm out of here. Hold on. Let me try to give you a good view. Uh, that's it. Okay. Okay. I think that's good for now. I'll switch you up in a little bit. Let's get up on it. Yeah. I'm just having a little rest. 2 second rest. Bounce up on it. Bounce up on it. I was bouncing on it. Okay, let's continue knocking these bad boys down all the way down. Remember, they're like 10 feet tall. Are you good there? Or should I bring you in closer? Yeah, let me bring you just a little bit closer. You're gonna see how much junk I'm gonna put up on it in the bed of that truck. This is a big one. Wait, let me move these guys out of the way. We're gonna clean all that up. I gotta chop it up so I can fit all that junk in the trunk. Okay, let me take my earplugs off. Okay. Woo, I can hear again. As you can see, I chopped up on it and I put a lot on it. See that? Yeah, crazy, huh? There's a little bit of debris on the ground. We're gonna rake it up later. Um, let me see right now. I wanna just start from this corner, just cleaning up that fence a little bit. And there's some vines over there that are on the plants there from the neighbor's side or whatever. I'm gonna yank them vines off of there, and I'm gonna just clean this fence a little bit up, and then I'm gonna get my rake up all the junk, and gather it up to make it nice and clean, you know. So let me just begin from this side of the fence. I'm just gonna go cleaning it up a little bit, you know, making it look. Let me see, where you guys at right there? I can't see because of the sun. Get off my screen. Phone notifications. Get off my screen. Yeah. Let's quickly just clean this up a little bit more. Let me see if you can see because I can't see. Where's the fence? Can I lift it up a little bit? Yeah, I can lift you up a little bit more. Let me see if I can get you right. Let me see. That's too high. That's too high. Bring you one level, one notch down. Okay, I think that's pretty much as good as it's gonna get. Remember I told you all this? I had sprayed herbicide on it. You see? I have sprayed herbicide on all this. That's why it's dead. I came with my backpack sprayer and I sprayed all this down. Look at how clean I left that little section. Let's continue on. Make it look real nice. We want to clean this all up real nice. Let's continue. I'm glad that the chainsaw, it got its act together. The chain is not cutting super well, but it started cutting, you know? Because if not, I would have had a lot of struggle. So, but I got a cleanup job coming up. where I gotta cut a big palm tree. I'm not gonna chance it. I'm just gonna go buy a good chain because I don't wanna drop my guts trying to cut that palm tree, that fan palm trunk that's on the ground. Yeah, we're gonna take the time to clean this up, clean all this junk up. Then we're gonna rake it up. We're gonna rake it up and leave this clean. Just gonna take the time to do it. It's gonna make a nice difference. If you're gonna do something, do it right. Don't do it halfway. Don't be a don't be a punk. I'm the upkeep custodian. I do it the hard way. I do it the hard way, but the right way. I don't have to do this, but I do it, to do things right. It just takes me about 10 or 15 extra minutes or whatever. I can hear other landscapers cutting grass, and some people around there are smoking grass. Yeah, I don't recommend you smoke any grass. When things get tough, eat the grass. Eat the leaves in the trees, eat the grass. But don't smoke it. Y'all can see me there? Mm. Yeah, you see, we're just cleaning up the fence a little bit for him. And then we're going to pick up all this debris with the rake. We're going to rake it all up. I got some nasty vines there I'm going to pull. Wait till I get to them. I'm going to pull them guys off them trees that is smothering. All these vines do is smother other plants. That's why I always kill them off the fence. I remove them. I told you the herbicide that I use is very strong, very good. As you can see, it burned all this up. I'm the one that did this. If I hadn't done this, you know how much green junk would have been on this fence? It would have just been crazy. Right now, I wouldn't have been able to clean it this good. Because it would have just been green, all green and and stuff. You know, it would have been tougher to pull this off. See, now that it's dried up, I can just yank it off. See, because it's already dead. We're just cleaning it up. Hold up, let me give you all a different view. I'm sorry, I kind of forgot to what I was gonna say, like you know, be innovative. Be innovative. As you can see, look at all them vines. I'm gonna knock them puppies off of there. Watch me now. Watch me now. See, these suckers are green. I want to make sure I grab them all. Oh, these vines are so nasty. When they get on it, it's horrible. Do y'all see? A lot of trash on these things, but I'm gonna clean them up. I'm almost there. Okay, we got a lot of debris on the ground now. Vines and stuff that we cleaned up from the fence, as you can see. I removed the vines off all these plants. I cleaned the fence line right there. I'm just gonna first gather up the heavy, thick stuff so it doesn't bust up my rake. I show you how I do it, and then I'm gonna gather all the finer stuff. Let's gather up the thick stuff first. Let's gather up the thick stuff first. I'm just gonna go like this with my foot, bring it all together. Bunch of stuff. As you can see, I threw that bundle on the back of the cab, the heavier stuff. There's still a little bit over here. Let's get the heavier stuff first, and then we're gonna give it a little rake. Let me give you a good view. I'm just gonna give it a quick raking to clean it up a little bit. I'm not going too crazy. I'm not going too crazy with the raking. It's just to give the clean appearance, you know, not too crazy. Because if not, I get too much debris, and I'm already pretty full. As you can see, much different. Took out the trees, cleaned the vines, cleaned the fans, raked to a certain degree. I didn't go too crazy with the raking. Yeah, looks different, a lot cleaner. That's what the customer wanted. Let me rake this little debris that we got on this side. And we're pretty much done. I'll show you the big pile that I have on the truck. Okay, we finished the job. I cleaned all that out. I cut it. I cut all them trees, 10-foot trees over here. Cleaned the fence the best that I could. Give it a little raking. Took vines off of these plants, you know. But the truth of the matter is that all comes from the neighbor's side, you know. All them vines. Yeah. Oh, check it out. How much junk I have on the back of the truck. I had to chop. You saw how I chopped it all up in little pieces. It was all to get everything on there. Okay, so let's go get our wheelbarrow. Oh, look, the guy was nice enough. Let me drink some water. He gave me some water. It was nice of him, but it fell here under the truck. Let me drink some water. He was nice enough to give me some water. Let me drink some water. So that's it pretty much. I'm gonna show you how I load up my wheelbarrow. Came out good. I got them all. I already showed you the ones on this fence line. We cleaned up that fence line, chopped up all the trees, all the bushes. We chopped up this fence line, and we chopped up that fence line over there. We got rid of everything, and we cleaned up his fence pretty good compared to what it was. And we picked up the trash, those rotten 2x4s over there, that bundle of 2x4 that he asked me. So we took care of everything that he asked us. Let's start putting the tools. Yeah, you see how this side came out. I already had showed you, but I'll recap it for you. Trucks full of the trash. We cleaned up over here. We cleaned up over there. Let us now start picking up my my tools. Let me get my gas that we're going to put inside the cabin of the truck in the front with me, because the back is pretty full. I mean, it is full. Check it. Yeah, this truck, I told you, this truck is an animal. It can haul as much as I can put on it. I could even put more if I wanted to, but we're good. So I put my gas tank right there. Let's put, or make sure this is tight so it doesn't spill the oil. Let me just toss the oil right here. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me get the chainsaw. Here I got my strap. I'm gonna use, oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I got my strap right here. I'm gonna use my strap to tie things down. Oh, here, we got some stuff on the ground here. Get up there. Yeah. Oh, look at where my my earplugs are. They must have got tangled. Good thing I saw them. If not, I would have lost them. I'll gather them. I just put them. I'll put them on top of my seat for now. Make sure once I tie it down, none of this trash is gonna fall off the truck. So basically now, after I load up all my tools, secure the wheelbarrow, everything, I go home, remove my tools from the truck, and then I go dump the trash. Okay, let's put my chainsaw. I'm walking with my chainsaw. Let's put it inside the truck right here. Let me put it on top of my toolbox right there. Okay, let me get my pruner. I can't forget anything. I gotta always backtrack, you know, because you can easily forget things. I'll put it there on the protective cover. Let me go bring my Let me go bring the wheelbarrow and load it up. I'll show you how I load it up on the truck. Let me go get the wheelbarrow. Sorry, I'm back. The guy was talking to me over there. My chain tool. Make sure nothing's gonna fall out, you know. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Just making sure right now that I got all my stuff, that nothing's gonna come off the truck while I'm rolling. Make sure everything's secure. Yeah, I just go slow. I can't go fast anyway, so we'll be good. Um, I'm gonna go home right now, drop off my tools, and then go dump this stuff. Thanks for watching this episode. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, share with everyone. Family friendly channel of me just working. Me just working. Thanks for watching, and I'll